I'm getting better kill and better coverage with the Magro system without any surfactants or drift retardants than I ever did without the Magro with all that. 2 years ago, you could buy Roundup at $17 a gallon. Then by August, they done went from $17 a gallon to $50 a gallon just in glyphosate. So it just varies on the whole world economy. Anhydrous and fertilizer was all through the roof last year. I mean, we paid $500 a ton for anhydrous one year, then $1,500 the next. So it's tough on the bottom line. Margins get thin. I work with some guys in Carlisle, Arkansas, and they came to me with Magro saying this is gonna help your chemical cost, your time and all that because it improves your droplet size and this and that. And I was kind of skeptical. I said, man, I don't know how good that's gonna work. I've heard gimmicks before about how this is gonna improve and this and that. And when we put it on there, I started running Gramoxone, which usually run 1.5 quarts with 20 to 25 gallon an acre. And I done some test strips and I got down 10 gallon a carrier with 1 quart of Gramoxone, had just as good a kill there as I did with 1.5 quarts at 25. So that pretty much sold me on it then. It's hard to beat. I bought 2 of them. You know, used to you'd have to run surfactant pretty much with everything, especially Gramoxone, so you get no sticker and drift. And when I first started trying the Magro system, I ran some with it, then I got where I quit running it. So I've been getting kill on everything without running surfactants or anything with my Gramoxone. I'm just running my Gramoxone with Sonic on my bean burn down. I'm getting a perfect kill. 15 gallon acre on carrier. No issues. Where I was running 25 plus surfactant, plus the Gramoxone at 1.5 quarts. So I mean, you're cutting surfactants out. That adds up too. I mean, you're saving $2 and $3 an acre just with that, at least. I mean, then you run a DRA, which is usually part of surfactant, your drift retardant. And with the Magro system, I've not had hardly any drift. I mean, if you got 8, 10 mile an hour winds, it still stays right on. So, I mean, you're eliminating that factor. And after you spray with the Magro system, you can walk through it, and most of the water is on the plant. It's not on the ground like when you're not running it. You can tell you're getting the coverage on it. It's like it bonds it to it. A lot of people go back out with Liberty after they spray their enlist to get a kill because they didn't kill it with enlist. I'm not doing that. So you're figuring you're saving a pass with Liberty plus the chemical cost. It's gonna pay for itself pretty quick on the number of acres we're running. So for me, I can compare what I've sprayed with the neighbor that doesn't have it. I see it's doing a better job. I mean, we have so much resistance in weeds anymore, you've got to keep it under control. And that's the problem I think people are getting into. They're not getting enough contact on the plant. You wouldn't think it would do that much difference. You just see a stack of magnets, which is about that wide, 8 of them tall for a 120-foot boom. You look at it, you don't think it would do what it'll do, but this 3rd season here that I've had it, I've not had to do anything to it. We've not had any trouble. There's nothing to maintain except for make sure your hose clamps are tight and it's connected. And there's no wear and tear on that Magro either. So they're gonna last my lifetime. So I'll probably go through another set of spray rigs the next, well, probably 3 more sets. You just uncouple 2 hoses and you move it. I mean, I just don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, that's what's odd. Usually you can find something bad about anything. That's pretty good because we buy new planters, new combines. There's always something wrong. Something goes wrong with anything man-made, but this thing, it's so simple. There's nothing can really mess up because it's that simple.